Hey guys, Scott here and welcome back to another video and for my 2017 Hong Kong ePrix race review, race 1 of 2 of course, and what a race. That was brilliant. I mean, we all expected the same, Buemi, Degrassi, domination, but in fact we really did not get that at all. In fact, we will start, as we always do, with the race result, as you're going to see on your screen now. As you can see, it was Sambird, despite a drive-through penalty, who took victory around the streets of Hong Kong, the 6th of his career, keeping the streak going of at least one win in every single season of Formula E. 11.5 seconds clear of Jean-Eric Verne. Then it was Nick Heidfeld in 3rd, Nelson Piquet Jr. in 4th. 5th place though, Daniel Abt. I will say that again, that is 5th place, Daniel Abt. 6th place, a good result again for Antonio Felix da Costa. 7th place for Eduardo Mortada. I don't think that's how you say his name, but I've done my best. Alex Lennon 8th. Then it was Nico Prost in 9th and Luca Filippi in 10th. Okay, but here are the finishers outside of the points. Sebastian Buemi, Mitch Evans, Mauro Engel, Felix Rosenquiz, Kamui Kobayashi, Oliver Tarvey, Lucas Degrassi, Neil Gianni, Jerome D'Ambrosio, who set fastest lap, but wasn't even classified, so he is not eligible for points, because now if you set fastest lap, the only way you will be able to be eligible for points is if you finish in the top 10, which is pretty stupid. And Andre Losser was disqualified from the race. So now we got the race results out of the way. Let's get into what happened during the race. So for the first time ever in Formula E, we had a red flag. Now you're probably wondering why there was a red flag. It was because, well, I'll put an image up on screen now. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why there was a red flag. Pretty obvious reason, not gonna lie, because Andrew Lotterer, he tried to take a wider corner, and he hit the wall, and then he just created a massive traffic jam involving Nico Prost, which is good because I don't like Alain Prost, and I don't like Nico Prost either. So, obviously I was quite happy when I saw that happen. And because of that, the red flag was called, and we didn't get underway again for another, I think another 25 minutes, something like that. It was something ridiculous like that. I don't even remember, but yeah, it really just was not good. You can quite clearly tell that we needed a red flag because the path was completely blocked. No one could get through. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. When the race finally got underway again, we had to restart behind the safety car. But then, when the race finally got underway, in fact, we actually saw a replay of, I can't remember who it was. He passed 2 cars in the pit lane. I don't remember. One of them was Nico Prost, but I don't remember who the other one was. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's legal or not. But anyway, you're definitely not allowed to pass under the safety car. So yeah, and Andre Lotterer he got a drive-through penalty, not for the crash, but for cutting the chicane. Even in Formula E, the stewards are inconsistent. I don't actually believe I saw Lotterer coming into the pits to take his drive-through, so maybe that's the reason he got disqualified. I'm not too sure. It doesn't actually say a reason on Wikipedia. But anyway, moving on. We had the two championship contenders, Lucas Di Grassi and Sebastian Buemi. By the two title contenders, I mean the last 2 years, tangling down at turn 1. It didn't affect any of the races. Lucas Di Grassi. You could kind of argue it actually did affect Lucas Di Grassi's race, because although he did just continue on down the straight. But then when Lucas Di Grassi came into the pits, his rear tyre was wobbling, meaning he needed to switch cars and before even lap 20, and it was 43 laps in the race. Wow. And then after everything that had happened, Sebastian Buemi, who had qualified 9th, was somehow leading the race. Then we cut to a shot of a really good battle. I can't remember who it was between. But then you cut to another shot. Sebastian Buemi is stopped on the track, and because I think his battery. He said I can't remember what it was, but it was something to do with the battery had shut down after turn 1, and he was just sat there. Very lucky that he didn't get hit by anyone, and that really just threw away a potential race win. But he managed to get going again and could only manage 11th in the end. So the two championship contenders from last season didn't get off to the best of starts. Then, I believe just after or just before Buemi stalled, Sam Bird made an overtake on Jean-Luc Vergne. It was actually quite a sweet pass, if I do say so myself. Although I really feel bad for Jean-Luc Vergne, because he put in one hell of a lap to put it on pole, and then that happens in the race. And he was leading for so long, and then Sam Bird, he actually crashed on his way into the pits, and then he jumped out and quickly switched cars, and then he got a drive-through penalty for that. That's a bit harsh, if I do say so myself. He says he's watched probably the harshest penalty I've seen this year from the FIA. He says Austin 27. He says the United States Grand Prix this year with Max Verstappen and Kimi Räikkönen. Yeah. But anyway, now less about that. Despite the fact that he had a drive-through penalty, Sam Bird still emerged in the lead of the race. And then Felix Rosenqvist, we need to talk about him as well, because he qualified 5th. He was looking like a good contender. He was looking like a contender for maybe even a podium in this race. In fact, he actually out-qualified Di Grassi and Buemi, both of them, but it didn't work out. He got involved in a tangle or something. But anyway, he really just had no luck today at all, and ended up finishing 13th, 14th in the end. So not good. Another guy who didn't have a good day is Jerome D'Ambrosio. I think he could have literally just got. After he was a lap down, he could have probably just got out of the car and just ran to the finish line. He probably would have made it quicker, because he in fact he was so far behind that he wasn't even classified. Di Grassi and I believe it was Oliver Tarvey. You got to feel for Oliver Tarvey, because he went from 7th up to 3rd on lap 1, and actually stayed there for quite a bit. He looked like he was going to get a podium, but then he dropped down to second to last behind only ahead of Lucas de Grassi, who was also lapped. And yeah, you just got to feel for Oliver Turvey, because he probably would have got a podium today had he'd not just had terrible luck today. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Moving on. So yeah, Sam Bird won the race by quite a big margin. It is actually quite a good race. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Can't wait for tomorrow for race 2. And overall, I give the race an overall 8 out of 10. Because it's Formula E, you expect that from the season opener. But actually, you know what? I'm just going to give it 9. Yeah, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. That was amazing. It reminded me of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix this year. So, yeah, it was a really good race. But overall, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Before I go, here's the Drivers' Championship up on the screen now. Obviously, Sam Bird has leading the championship because, I mean, it's the opening race of the season. But Jean-Eric Verne, because he qualified on pole, he gets an extra 3 points, meaning that instead of being 7 points behind Sam Bird, Jean-Eric Verne is 4 points behind. Damn. But apart from that, that's really all that changed. And it doesn't change his position, so I mean, yeah. Anyway, now here are the teams championship, so which is a bit more interesting, as you can see. But yeah, overall, really good race. If you haven't watched it, find a way to see it, alright? Because you absolutely need to watch it. But apart from that, I've been Scott, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. And comment below what you thought of the race. Bye.